You know what, guys? Let's stop the introduction. I don't even have an introduction right now. WMMA takes a hit today. Well, it takes a huge hit. There was a website called WMMArankings.com. And I'm going to tell you, I was one of the few people that actually enjoyed their work, especially Noah. I thought Noah was probably one of the best writers, out there for WMMA. Hands down, Noah, he was my favorite writer. And, these guys, I guess they made a decision to go ahead and shut the website down. They did this, and I'm sitting here like, unbeknownst to me, I'm like, dang, where did these guys go? Where did they go? I get a lot of articles, I see a lot of stuff just online, and I got Google, and Google would always, send like notifications of all the websites that I frequent. And, I just noticed, I said, man, what's going on with WMMA, rankings? And come to find out, hey, their website's gone. And I know that they got a Twitter page. I checked the Twitter page. They ain't updated that since September. And I know that they got a Facebook page, and I realized that they hadn't done much on that. So, I started thinking these guys, they kind of completely got out the game. Maybe they started another website. I don't know, okay? But these guys, they'll be missed, and these guys were heavily appreciated. I know they were appreciated by me. The thing of it is that these WMMA fighters, and I blame the fighters. I don't blame these guys. I don't blame us because we supported them. We all did. But people got to understand, and these fighters, they got to understand that the sport of WMMA, it's not a big sport. Okay? Yes, we got fighters that people know, but the sport of WMMA, y'all, it's not like a household name sport. It's not something that people, they prefer to watch over, like men's MMA or football. No, more people are going to watch the men fight than the women. That's just what it is. It's always been that way, even in boxing. It's just WMMA has got a little bit more traction than boxing. But the thing of it is, you got a lot of fighters. You got a lot of fighters. And I'm not talking about all the fighters. Not talking about all of them. I'm talking about just a few. Just a few, okay? I got some fighters that do rock with us, We got the Marion Reynolds that rock with us. Sabina Mazo don't rock with me multiple times, okay? Pam Bam Sorensen, the striking Viking Caitlin Young, Amber Lebrock. Okay, these fighters, man, they rock with this channel. They rock with a lot of channels. And they come on and they do interviews. And I know sometimes they don't want to. Sometimes they don't feel like it, but they do it anyway because they know that this is helping the sport of WMMA. Okay, it's helping the sport. Who else? I missed a couple of fighters. Okay, Jessica Ruiz was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do the interview because they don't have an issue. And these people, they showed up for the interviews. They show up on time, and they appreciate the interviews. You know how many interviews that myself, Combo Breaker, BJ, you know how many interviews that we done set up that the fighters, they forget or they don't show? I mean, you guys know that? You guys know how many interviews that we've set up. We spent our personal time. We spent our weekends waiting on fighters. We've done that because we care about the sport. And this right here, this is a hit on the sport. This website. These guys, they got after of it. Noah, they kept the articles current. Everything that was going down in WMMA, these guys, they had it fixed on. Okay, and it's kind of funny because you would think that more fighters would give them exclusives. You would think that more of these stupid-ass managers, and yeah, we got a lot of dumb-ass managers in the sport of WMMA. These people are stupid. I can't stand some of them, man. I hate their guts. And I've never said that I hate people, I hate anything, but I hate their guts. And I'm going to tell y'all, I felt like WMMA rankings before. I felt that way this week. Like, I'm not even playing with y'all. I felt like, what's the use? Why am I still making these videos? And I contemplated not making any more videos. I contemplated that. I legit contemplated. I'm sitting there like, man, you do these videos, you put a lot of work in. For what? These fighters, they don't appreciate a damn thing. They don't appreciate nothing. And and I appreciate the fighters, man, that they show love, man. Because sometimes you do want to know that your work isn't truly in vain. And I know a lot of people do that. A lot of people, but the sport of WMMA takes a hit. And the fighters, as a fighter, if I got a website dedicated to my sport, you better be damn right I'm going to support it. No, WMMA rankings, it wasn't the Bloody Elbow. No, it wasn't BJ Penn. It wasn't the Mac Life. It wasn't all those big, real, like, heavy magazines. No, it wasn't those. But, these guys, by their work, you can look at what they were doing. These guys, they cared. These guys, they cared. They cared about the sport. And now, okay, the sport takes a hit. It takes a hit. I blame the fighters. Gotta support. Give these guys exclusives. I mean, you stupid ass jackass managers. Damn. And to the ones of y'all that did reach out to these guys and give them exclusives, I salute y'all. But to you other managers that think y'all too good, and it ain't like nobody trying to hunt y'all fighters down anyway. We the only ones that talk about some of y'all goofy fighters. We the only ones. We're the only ones that do it. A lot of the big publications, if your name ain't Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm, Valentina, Amanda Nunes, Rose Namajunas, Bojanglecheck, if that ain't your name, okay, or Chris Cyborg, if that ain't your name, ain't nobody thinking about your fighter. Like, this the kind of stuff I shake my head and I laugh. I'm like, are you serious? Me, Combo Breaker, man, I know BJ. BJ done tons of interviews, man. And it's been sometimes where the fighter, hell, don't even show up. The man set the time, and it's happened to me. It's happened to Combo. Because they think, some of these fighters, they really do think that, oh, well, it's just these guys. They don't mean it. And I'm sure WMMA Rankings felt that way. I'm sure they did. Like, what the hell? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting my own money into a website? Okay, why am I investing my time and money into something where the fighters don't even come and show love? I mean, I don't blame them, but I'm disappointed by this. I'm disappointed by this because this was to me, this was a good website. This was a good website. And they took some of the hunting out of it. I don't mind, because I looked at them maybe about once a month. Honestly, I looked at them about once a month. And, I was always thoroughly pleased with what they written. But, how many fighters you think gave these guys an exclusive interview? I mean, how many? They've had a few. They've had a few fighters that actually, that really, appreciate what these guys are doing. Just like here on YouTube. It's like here on YouTube. You got a few fighters that appreciate what you're doing and how you going about, how you moving out here. I mean, you got a few of them that appreciate that. Some of them, man, they don't care. But then you wonder, why. You wonder why their career, wonder why they can't get their career off. It's called showing love. I mean, how many videos I made about Chris Cyborg? She came on here and did an interview. Wasn't nothing but it was a 20-minute interview, but you know what? I got the interview. Valentina Shevchenko, sat down and gave me an hour, man. She gave me a freaking hour. You know why? Because it's called love. It's called love. It's called they know that we're out here. We're supporting them heavy, man. We're rocking with them heavy. They get Tatiana Suarez was like, yo, I watch your channel. Hey, yeah, I talk to you. I give you an interview. Juliana Pena was like, Coach, I watch you. I give you an interview. Because they care about the damn sport. The rest of these no-name, these idiotic, goofy, dumb, idiotic fighters that think y'all too good, look, that's what it is. And guess what? Other people gonna feel the way WMMA Rankings. If you guys don't start, y'all don't get y'all head out y'all stinking asses and actually, show your love and support for these publications that don't get the mainstream media, but they do the grunt work. Do y'all know how pissed off I know sometimes Combo Breaker 99 is? I know sometimes I am. I've seen people, man, on these big websites that do MMA. I've seen some of them take some of my talking points, and one of the jackasses took one of my catchphrases. I mean, you can't make this up, y'all. You can't make this up. And I almost thought about it. I'm like, man, why am I doing this? I'm wasting time. Now I'm going back to boxing. I don't feel like talking about this stuff no more. But then I realized, you know what? Yeah, man. I care about the sport. I care about the sport. That's what it is. I care about the sport. But, man, hopefully, man, them guys, man, they turn stuff around and maybe they come back into it. Or maybe they do it under other circumstances, man, where they can make some bread out of it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they probably, man, I saw ads on over their website, so I think they did make some money. But, man, it's not like, no groundbreaking money for them to be taking time from their families, putting these articles up there. It wasn't enough, man, for them to actually want to just keep doing it. And, I don't blame them, man. Salute to WMMA Rankings. I appreciate the work that you guys did. especially you, Noah. You get a special shout out on this channel. Shout out to Noah, man, from WMMA Rankings, man. And, man, God bless y'all, man.